Well, hello and good morning. Welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas holiday. Today is Thursday, the 26th of December, and I got fat yesterday. Got all fat, had the mashed taters and gravy and all that stuff that I talked about in the other video. The video I did, yes. It was good stuff. Actually, we have, well, for us, I don't know about you guys, for us, whenever we do our Christmas, we have the Thanksgiving turkeys really at the family's house over with the family. And then we come home and do something different home. So turkey and stuff, dressing, all that was or Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. And then yesterday was chicken Alfredo. Tasty and delicious. The wife can cook. Santa Wife is a wonderful, delicious cook. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And now on to the new year, right? I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to next week, starting fresh. Now, I started my channel. I started kind of plotting and planning and doing things in January, and then I started dropping my first videos at the end of January. So I'm going to consider the first of the year like the turning over of my things. So a year, we're going to do a whole year in YouTube. Now, if you go back and watch, you will see that there for a while, I did not drop any videos. There was months where I quit dropping videos, and the wife was picking on me and calling me a stupid head, and finally, I decided to go ahead and do it. So I did it, and I've been doing it. I've been dropping videos on a regular basis. I tell you, it's been wonderful so far for all the traffic and views and comments. It's just been great so far. So those are the things. My Christmas, I don't know if you saw yesterday's video. My Christmas was punctuated with my very first Patreon supporter. Me and the wife, I was down there. I dropped a video yesterday about the 10 reasons why atheists still celebrate Christmas. And while we were sitting there, I was doing the editing, the wife was watching. And while we were doing that, I got an email saying I had my first Patreon supporter. So Merry Christmas to us. We had a Christmas fire going and everything. It was wonderful. So that was fun, exciting, kind of validation for what I do. That it may actually work. Yay. I see all these other people. I see channels, there's a lot of channels out there where people are, they're not my style of people, I guess, but their production quality is really low. Their content is very sparse, blah, 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 blah. I could list off a whole litany of reasons as to why it boggles me that these people have got, 70,000, 100,000 viewers, subscribers, and millions of views. Anytime I go watch their stuff, it's them looking at their shoes or something. I don't want to disparage anybody. Everybody's got their own niche, right? But to me, it's not something I would sit there and want to watch on YouTube. And yet, hundreds of thousands of millions of people do it. So now, anyway, I've found my niche, and it's kind of looking hopeful that this may work, especially doing the morning shows. I don't know. I kind of, when I was a kid, I wanted to do a DJ. I ain't got no music. But when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a disc jockey or something like that. And they did the morning shows. Maybe that's why I've decided this would be a good idea. I thought it'd be fun. Of course, I anticipate not a lot of people get up in the mornings, especially holidays, days off, stuff like that. But you never know. There might be enough early birds out there to give me an audience. Anyway, the good thing about doing YouTube over having a show like that is that this video will be here to embarrass me for a long time. If I did radio, it's usually a one-off, it's broadcast, and then sometimes they record it and maybe broadcast it later if you're important. I'm not that important. So that's the cool thing about this. So I want to, while I've got you and you're paying attention, if you're paying attention, hey, couldn't help myself. It's early. My brain's not going. I'm going to show you. I got other Christmas presents. What happens is most of the family get me these little games, like IQ puzzles or something. I don't know if they're trying to demonstrate that I'm incredibly smart or incredibly dumb, but either way, I appreciate them. This one's a 4 and up. No, wait, it's a difficult. That one. No, but they're so, and this one over here, check this out. Peep this, my homies, is some kind of it's a Grecian puzzle. I haven't pulled it out yet, as you can see. I just got it yesterday. There, come on, get in the frame. It's one of those, and it looks like interesting fun. So what I'll probably do is I may even leave it in the box and put it back here as a, something to eyeball later in my. And this is some kind of a little same thing, little IQ puzzles is what they give me, and I think they're pretty cool. I've got quite a few of them. Like I say, I'll stick them back there for funsies. I'll put links. I'll put links in case you want to see. So that's what the daughter got me. The really smart one. Yeah. So she got me that. Maybe I'm supposed to give something like I give her IQ puzzles. Anyway, so yeah, new Christmas presents. Did the thing. Those were wonderful. Yesterday, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go check it out. That was that's the first time I've done that. It's different. I'm really liking the way my channel's going. My background now. You may not notice video quality differences between the live stream and the recorded videos. And that's because I use a bigger camera. I use the a webcam for the live stream. And I've thought about doing the other. I can use the bigger camera as a thing at the place with the stuff and run it through here. But due to technical difficulties, I have to switch out computers and blah, blah, blah. Because otherwise, if I don't, this only stays on for half an hour and then it goes off. And which would be perfect, but it makes it for a pain. Because if I'm using something like Streamlabs, if when that camera goes off, I have to shut down the whole program and then restart it. So if you were watching and I was doing the Streamlabs using that camera with the better quality, it would be unfortunate when it goes off. So I see someone showed up. Good morning. Merry Christmas. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I am ready for the weekend. I got a lot of work to do. I'm not wishing my life away. I got to work during the day. And then in the evenings, I'm going to be working on, I got, because of the holidays, I've been putting a lot of effort into creating the videos, more videos than I normally do. Of course, there's also the morning show. Good morning. Hello, and welcome to the Daily Atheist. Anyway, so the morning show, but the other videos, because of the holidays, I wanted to drop some Christmas videos once a week. And then I had other videos that I was dropping in the middle of the week for specific things. And now, I got this week video. Oh, got a show coming up this Saturday. I want to try to drop them on Saturdays, usually between 11 and 1, depends on how busy I am. But I still got to work that one out and do that. So that's my evenings tonight, tomorrow night, is to work on that show, get that one out. But I also want to make a new intro video for my channel, for my YouTube channel. Right now, I just use my latest videos. If you go there, it should show you my latest video. But I want to have a good intro channel or video. And then I also want to create a good Patreon video, an intro, a video to Patreon. Because with Patreon, I'm real weird about money, and I appreciate that they give it. And I'm trying to build a channel. Everybody knows what we're doing here when we do these things. And so with that, I want to explain my situation, my views on the whole money thing, what I use it for, what I'm going to use it for, that kind of thing. So it's going to, with any luck, but between that and the other regular videos that I'm planning on dropping, that'll keep me pretty busy over the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, so if you get the chance, go check out my latest video. It was on the 12 ways or 12 reasons why atheists celebrate Christmas. And then, of course, I had 4 reasons as to why they don't. A lot of people, whenever I did a Facebook poll, an extremely unscientific Facebook poll, and I asked my friends on Facebook what they thought. I got lots of reasons as to why and quite a few reasons as to why they don't. So I got all those in there. And hopefully... if you watch the video and you see something you associate it with, leave me a comment. Let me know. Do the thing at the place. So, yeah, on my upcoming video. One thing I want to talk about on my most recent video, and that was the thumbnail. Okay, so the 2 videos ago, I dropped a video, and it was, and the thumbnail had a mistype. It said daughter, but without the T. And I noticed it almost immediately. I uploaded the video to Facebook or to YouTube, gave it the thumbnail, went to a group, posted it. And then I was like, oh, look, it doesn't have a T. But Facebook already had that as its icon. So I went back, I replaced it. I didn't upload the video. I didn't re-upload. That's what I should have done. I didn't think about that. So I replaced it, and then I continued doing my posts. And even though I had corrected the misspelling on my thumbnail, it kept putting it out there with the misspelling. So yesterday, whenever I was preparing to make that video or drop that video, and I made the thumbnail for it, I was very ready I was determined that I was not going to screw up the thumbnail. The wife was sitting there. I made the video, but it was like I said, I told you, I got my first Patreon supporter while I was sitting there editing that video. And that was part of it. I think I just got too excited. Things were going on. Me and the wife were jumping up and down. And I made my thumbnail and I was even commented about not misspelling anything. And I left the damn T off the So it's 2 thumbnails now where I've left a T off. So I'm blaming my keyboard. It's all my keyboard's fault. And if it does it again, I'm probably just going to set it on fire. We'll have a video about that. But really, it shouldn't have gotten that far. I should have noticed it in production. And then when I uploaded it, I should have noticed it. Why did I not notice? I just have to guess I was just too distracted by the news that I'd gotten my first Patreon. So I got a viewer this morning. Hello, viewer. Again, there's another viewers. I appreciate you. I'm surprised anybody shows up. That's great. They left. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah. I knew I'd be talking to myself for quite a bit, and that's kind of the deal. Later on, somebody will see this and they're going, "Man, he's just talking to himself." That's right. I knew that was going to happen. So here we are. So the thumbnail escapades, upcoming video. I think I have an idea what I'm going to do for my next upcoming video. I better make a decision quick. Usually something inspires me, but I really want to get that written up. And then oh yes, I'm still using this StreamYard, and I tried it. I was thinking maybe if I have somebody that wants to pop in with me, I can do that. But it seems very limited compared to what I normally use. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably go back to maybe whenever I have people showing up who want to pop in. I had my first couple of broadcasts. There was a couple of people stop by. I thought maybe we'd pop in. So and that may happen. But if it's going to happen, maybe I should just switch to the other one. Wait until I build up a little bit of an audience, because I can just do so much more with it. My chat scrolls the way I like it. When somebody chats with me, or if I chat with myself, probably. I assume, hey, can I do this? Hey, there we go. That is kind of fancy. This has features about it, but I'm sure I could probably do something with those. Similar to that over at the Streamlabs program, but right now I think it's doing good. Everything seems to work all right. Matter of fact, there was something I wanted to visit about. I can show you guys this. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Ain't scared. Here you go. I'm going to show you. Share screen. Right there. And then Viola. Now we have it. So, Jim Hall posted this. I see. I just happened to have it up there. I thought it was funny. Yeah, that's I've seen things like that, just the tiniest little incident out in public, and they're ready to eviscerate some poor person over it on YouTube. Anyway, so there's that. But I also something else that kind of caught my eye. This is that's kind of a good example of a couple of things. Let me show you here. So here is an article from a few months ago about the Alabama governor signs a law allowing church to have its own police. Now, we could go on about all the things that are wrong with that, especially from an atheistic standpoint. So a few points they mention are about how, this police report, or according to this, the police will have the same power as real police. And I'm not really sure on the who reports to who part. And that's part of the problem, is that the thinking is, or from the outside, they're thinking that these religious police, literally religious police, can do things and then not have to report to anybody. And we have enough problems with police that aren't specifically intentionally religious based. Imagine having some kind of religious fervor behind your law enforcement sanctioned anyway. So that's kind of the thing about that. I was looking at that. Let me go back over here. Show you that again. Yeah. There we go. I'm still learning the program here. So, yeah, so she signed it into law, allowing now. The reason why I wanted to mention this is because it was cool. I see a lot of other atheists come up here and they talk about stuff, or they'll have a person, some religious channel or a religious website that they'll get on about and they'll talk about. And I may find somebody to talk about. But part of the things about doing articles like this it bothers me is that now I got to go look up, has anything changed, and what happened and who did what. And I could read the article, but again, this is, a 6-month-old article. And I'm just not sure. That's part of the reason why I don't want to do the politics. With religion, it's not so hard. In this case, it's kind of politics and religion, right? But if I were just doing politics and I see something that applies to me and I think, man, that's cool. And I want to do a story. So I'll pop it on there and we talk about that. And then somebody will post in the comment, oh, hey, but look, this is wrong. And this is this, and you're an idiot because you didn't go and do the research to talk. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to do politics. If you've watched my other videos, although I do have a couple of politics videos out there, if you go watch my other videos, I don't really, let me do the stop sharing here. I don't really like to do the politics because there's a lot of research behind it. And, but if you're watching this and you get this far into it and you decide you want to see more political content, let me know and I'll cover it. But most of the time, like I said, it just really kind of bothers me to have to go over this stuff so much. I can go do all the research. See, I don't want to have to go look into what all these people say. And in this case, I would just have to go find out. There were people going to challenge it. Hasn't been challenged. What happened? Who did what at the place? I really don't know. All I've seen is this. Normally, like I say, that's all I need. I could just go with that and make a show about it. If it were religion, if this were somebody who had hurt their kid with essential oils or prayed themselves to death, you know what I mean, by believing in something, believing God was going to protect them from something, obviously he wasn't going to protect them from. Stuff like that would be easy because that doesn't change, as long as you get the right story. But with this right here, with politics, if some right-wing person comes out and says something, I just got to go do a lot of looking up to make sure, is he wrong? Well, first of all, is he wrong? We like to presume that because we are who we are, that they're wrong. They're always wrong. If it's coming out of their mouth, they're wrong. And, in modern politics, it kind of seems to be that way. But, still, the point is that I would have to just do more research than I probably really want to do. I'd really like to get everything going here more with the religion on this show. As it is now, especially like this morning, I had a couple of topics come up. You can write up a few topics and then it's easy to blow through those. I had my first topic done in a minute. I'm like, all right, 29 more of those little bastards to go, but I only got 6 topics. So, having people come in helps. They'll be here. They will come. If I continue doing this, they'll be here. But I'd like to get some content worthy of having people come and watch. And my stuff is religious. It's about atheism. Really, I'm not. I need to make a video telling people what I'm really about, I guess. But I'm not about being against religious people or faith. Unless, I guess I am. It's when people hurt other people with it. That's what bothers me. When religion harms, when people use religion to harm, that's what gets me. If you want to be spiritual and believe what you want to, that's okay. But what happens is that spiritual thing is a slippery slope, see? And they're up at this top of this slippery slope and they're just kind of dipping into the religion. It's not really taking control of their lives. And then when the deeper they get into it, and the more they believe it, the more it starts to control what they do, and can be disruptive and harmful in their lives. It just depends on really how fundamental they go with it. It can, some people just go with, the little old grandmother who donates all her money. Let's start with that. She gives all this money to something that doesn't really do anything for her. But other people could argue that it does something for her and she has socialization and all this. But those of us on the outside side of that see it as a big con game. She's not getting anything but conned out of her money. she's getting this spiritual promise that's never going to be delivered. She could spend that same money at a senior center, a senior community, and go have fellowship with other people doing those kinds of things without getting, all wrapped up in the religiosity side of it. So it's pretty complex. But then again, like I said, once you get into the slippery slope, especially with things, I want to say, especially with things like Islam, because modern Islam right now is pretty rough. From my perspective, I don't really know. It would appear from my side of the glass that, the deeper you get into it, the more likely you are to become violent and do things that are considered antisocial and against society, right? That's kind of part of our argument as atheists, is that we believe, or really we see it and we exemplify it. And they say there's got to be somebody who goes, that's a lie, man. Because they come out and they say, oh, we're perfect and we're peaceful and we but we have example after example after example of where they are not. But then they come into a community and they're going, treat us equally. We want peace. We want peace. So, it's a complicated subject and something I need to start covering. Somebody was telling me, I made a comment that I was going to start doing more videos about Islam after the first of the year. And, other YouTubers have been warning me against talking about Islam because YouTube and Facebook don't see the difference between it being a religion and a race, and you'll get called out for race hate or something along those lines. I don't know. I got to learn more about it. Haven't gotten there yet. I was raised Christian. I'm among a bunch of Christians. I'm in the Southwest. There's lots of people here of the Christian variety to lots of topics here to be covered and I'm just more familiar with it than I am with Islam. I'd like to get some Islamic people, Muslims on the show, or ex-Muslims on the show, and let them do the talking and learn from them. They're the experts on those things and see what they think. So, all right. Well, I think I have pretty much this time fumbled through. I'm going to try to be a little, it's just like anything. I'm just getting started and figuring it out. And, I'm going to have more topics and things tomorrow. I'm going to try to make tomorrow a better show. I'll be more prepared to just talk through it. I think one of the things I'll do, part of what's gotten me here is that I thought I was doing really good with that other software. And then I started to switch. I switched and then I can't really do anything. I can put up a little banner or something and that's all I can do. I got a lot there's probably more I can do. I just have to learn. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you. If you're watching, thank you for your support and your help, and have a great weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow for Friday, but you guys take care. Have a great day.